Yep, we're ready.
Okay, a couple of things when we're calibrating the boom spray. First of all, we've got to have the right sort of outfit on. We should have our hat on. We should also not have things like ties on, and we should have enclosed footwear. Okay, boots, great idea. We get on the tractor from this side. We check to see that the brake down here is locked using that pin. Alright, so that's locked. Foot on the brake, foot on the clutch. And we'll make sure that this tractor is in neutral, both gear sticks. If we're not certain about the gear pattern, if we have a look up here, you can bring the iPad in a bit closer and have a look. There's a picture here that gives us an idea about where the gear pattern is. And neutral is obviously in the centre. This side here, the left-hand side, is for the left-hand gear stick. The right-hand side, the low through to high, is for the right-hand gear stick. We push in the kill switch. It's this red knob there that has to be in. We make sure that the throttle is pushed all the way up for starters, and then bring it back just a little bit so that we've got a small amount of engine rev. We're about to start the tractor in a moment, but prior to doing that, we'll just have a look to my right hand side. We have a handbrake, and that should be engaged at the moment. We, at the moment, have our PDO raised because we've already been looking at doing some calibration here. But if we need to raise or lower it, we use this outside knob here to be able to adjust the height of the boom spray, not the one that's closer to the seat. In a moment, when I start the tractor up, I'm going to want to get this engine, once I've switched on the PTO, and I'll show you that in a moment, I'm going to want to have the needle here up to the 18. Alright, are you able to see that? So needle up to the 18, and that's 1800 revs. You'll see it times 100. It's quite dirty, so it's a bit hard to see, but 1800 revs, that's where we're aiming. Maybe just come around the other side, please, Nick. When we switch the PTO on and off, this is the lever that we use. To switch it on, you can see there's a directional arrow there. We move it forwards. To switch it off, we just take it back. Just be a bit sensitive to the fact that if you push it back hard, there's a brake at the end of that, and we don't really want to have the thing stopping in an emergency just when we're switching it off. So we flick it off. All right. If someone was caught, you know, you would apply the brake. So we're going to start it up. Take note that there's white smoke blowing out of the exhaust, so I'm going to give it enough revs just to back that off. Now I'm going to switch the PTO on. PTO's on. Come around the back, you see the PTO shaft spinning. Okay, now I'm going to get my tractor up to 1800 revs. Adjusting the hand throttle. Check that it's in neutral before you take the feet off the clutch and the brake. Next step, come around this way. We want to switch the boom spray on, so I'm going to turn the switches down. The outside ones. One does that side. Two does this side. Now I've got to adjust the pressure. Now for this job I want to get the pressure up to 3 bar. I need to have a look. Running at 3 bar, we now need to collect some water. Over here, Lucas. Now I'm going to get you to hold the buckets under these 2 spray nozzles, 2 hands. I'm going to count you in. 2, 1, go. We're now going to collect the amount of water here for 30 seconds. Now that it's 30 seconds, I'm going to count him out. 27, 28, 29, stop. It's time now to switch the boom off. just throttle down. Now I'm switching off the PTO. Okay? And we'll switch off the tractor. We need to measure the amount of water that we've collected in each bucket, and that will relate to the amount of water that we get for 30 seconds out of each nozzle. So we then obviously multiply it by 2 so we can get the number of millilitres per minute, and then we'll record that down. Thanks.